We want to connect the dots for you strategically.
So you understand the bigger picture of a CISO's job
Does that make sense? We're taking the core concepts.
and trying to make them really accessible and interesting.
Okay, let's unpack this and get back to the foundation.
Back to the CISO's world and the modern business card.
Google has this amazing tool, supposed to be amazing tool called NotebookLM. Basically, if you want to create your own podcast, if you want to learn on your own while on the go when commuting, you can use this tool in order to learn. So I want to give it a try, but I wanted to give it a try with you guys. So I'm gonna create new, and I'm gonna upload a file. Let's see from my downloads. Since I'm preparing for my CISO examination, I figured, hey, let's see if this works. Okay, so the interesting thing here is I see that it's an audio review overview. There is a mind map. I didn't even know that it can generate a mind map. So we'll see how that looks like. It's already done. Interesting. Okay. Now what do we do? There's also quizzes and flashcards. This could be amazing. Okay. So I'm generating the mind map, generating the audio overview. You know what? Why not? Let's go with the flashcards as well. It seems like it can do this at the same time. Explainer video using AI. So video explainer video. Okay, so the mind map is done already. Let's see how this looks like. So it has 5 chapters or main pillars: governance and risk management, if I want to look at vendor, procurement and vendor management, no way. So third-party risk assessment, okay, this is definitely an interesting way to study. Uh, how do I close this screen? Close my map view. What did I get also? Flashcard is done. What is the key objective of information security governance? Ensure organization security program aligns with the business objectives and operations. Fair. 3 core principles of information security, integrity, and availability. Oh, that's the question here. Availability. Explain the flashcard. Whoa. Whoa. This is really cool. So it's already like it's done with the flashcards. We looked at the mind map and how it looks like. I'm thinking the video overview is going to take the longest. Is there anything else I can do here? Maybe I can generate a quiz so that I can study more or better for my exam. But it is where it is. So let's look at the voice.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into the CISO's world, the Chief Information Security Officer.
Yeah, the person basically tasked with guarding the modern business. It's a huge job.
Absolutely. We're looking at a kind of blueprint for building and running a security program today, pulling from material that covers strategy, governance, risk, all that core stuff.
And the big shift, is moving beyond just the tech. It's about strategic leadership, understanding risk, and really making security part of the business, not something separate.
Okay, so let's dive in. Our mission here is to pull out the essential insights for you from this blueprint. We should probably start with the foundation, right? Governance.
Makes sense. That's where it all begins.
So a CISO walks into a company, first thing they probably hear is, oh, but we're different here. How do you deal with that? The sources seem pretty clear on this.
They are. And it's true, every company is unique in its operations, its goals. But the underlying principles of good
I'm
security,
gonna try something here.
those don't really change.
Oh, hey, welcome. What's up?
Hi, I just wanted to join this conversation. It's a really interesting topic that you're going over here. In the meantime, I'm just listening to you. I'm a security expert with 15 years of experience doing consulting for major bands as well as small and medium businesses. So I would like to listen.
Oh, hey, our listener wants to join in. What's up?
Hi guys, I wanted to ask about are you covering everything related to the CCISO examination and discussion, or you're focusing only on one topic?
Hi, welcome. That is a fantastic
And
question.
a very honest one.
We are definitely focusing on the core knowledge.
Think of it as the blueprint,
Yeah, we are pulling the essential insights,
those core knowledge and skills every CISO should have.
like the CCISO program aims to define.
Our deep dive today covers the foundational domains.
Governance, risk management, program operations.
It's all based on the structure of that CCISO material,
The intent is to give you a cohesive
a
picture.
sense of what these topics look like when they all fit together.
We are not going over every single exam tip.
Or all 150 scenario-based questions.
We are focusing on the why and the how of the role.
Not merely testing recall of definitions,
We want to connect the dots for you strategically.
so you understand the bigger picture of a CISO's job,
Does that make sense? We're taking the core concepts.
and trying to make them really accessible and interesting.
Okay, let's unpack this and get back to the foundation.
Back to the CISO's world and the modern business card.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really getting into the
Wow.
CISO's world.
Yeah, the person basically tasked with guarding the modern business. It's a huge job.
Absolutely. We're looking at a kind of blueprint for building and running a security program today.
Pulling from material that covers strategy, governance, risk, all that core stuff.
And the big shift, is moving beyond just the tech.
It's about strategic leadership.
Okay, so obviously I'm gonna have to spend more time playing with this tool because I want to see like what it can exactly do for me. I see the like it did generate the cybersecurity quiz. So an organization decides special cybersecurity insurance to cover potential financial losses from data breach. It's a risk management. Which risk handling strategy does this action transfer? Okay, so it did give me some questions to work with, which is pretty cool. And let's see what else can I do here. Uh, this is a podcast, and I realized that after you download the voice, it's like over 18 minutes. So I want to see basically if this covers everything in the book since I'm preparing for this exam, or it's only looking at something simple. So let's say if I want to go to, I really like the vendor management because most attacks nowadays happen through your third-party provider that's not well protected, let's say. And there must be a way. I'm gonna do a deep dive on this. There must be a way in order to look more into what podcast you can select. So let's say you want something that talks about this chapter, this chapter, this chapter. So you can generate them. Another cool thing is that you can download the application on your phone, whether it's Android or Apple. You can go to notebooklm.google.com and you can look for the application. This is cool. Like it can definitely help you study for an exam. In this case, I'm just like I put this book here and make sure you have the actual book as well because that's illegal. All right, that's amazing. I actually love this tool. It looks promising. I'm gonna spend more time on it just to see what can I use it for exactly. But for now, I am gonna focus on this book, the CCISO book, in order to pass the exam soon. So I want to learn all this material so that I can provide better services for my clients in IT. I want to protect your company. Take care.